Are you looking to start your LLC, S Corp, C Corp, or even a nonprofit corporation? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to start your business right online with literally just a few clicks of a button. So if you have some time, stick around for the entire video because I'm going to be showing you exactly how to go about doing it, the best ways that can save you money and keep you organized. So everything is right at your fingertips, because the worst thing that you can do is start your business and then years later forget how you did it, where everything is at, how to go about doing everything. So we're going to be using a perfect solution for you today. Let's get started. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Credit Coach Nicole Scott, and in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through exactly what you need to do to either start your LLC, S Corp, C Corp, or even a nonprofit corporation, and you can literally do it right online. So the first step is to visit the link below to go to 𝗔𝓏𝓙's website. Now, 𝗔𝓏𝓙 is a great platform. They have literally done this for millions of people. And I'm telling you, I used to do all of this stuff by hand before, and I was so guilty of, starting my first business and being super unorganized. Okay. So that's why I highly recommend 𝗔𝓏𝓙, because you literally have everything in their portal. Not to mention, you're going to get a registered agent free for your first year. You don't necessarily need to use their addresses or anything of that nature at this point. We're going to walk through all of the steps that you need to do, literally step by step, so you guys are making sure that you make the right decisions. Now, you want to make sure that you watch this entire video. And if you haven't by now, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, because hey, I make these videos because at one point I was that person that was struggling to get everything done, start my business, work full time, be a parent. It's tough. So things like this, things like 𝗔𝓏𝓙 are literally there to help you not only save money, but save time, save resources, and just make it more convenient and organized for you as a small business owner. Even if you aren't ready to start your business, you're not ready to actually, start providing a service or a product, I recommend that you start your business and just let it age a bit, okay? That's exactly what a shelf corporation is. A shelf corporation is where people will buy corporations that are 5, 10 years old just to get the history on those. And sometimes people are paying thousands of dollars for these shelf corporations when this is literally something that you can do yourself. So if you have a 5-year plan, a 2-year plan, even a 10-year plan, 15-year plan, whatever your plan is, if the plan includes starting a business, whether it's an LLC, S Corp, C Corp, or a nonprofit corporation, watch this video. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, I love 𝗔𝓏𝓙 so much that I've actually started partnering with them. So of course, at no additional cost to you. So if you do decide to register your business with 𝗔𝓏𝓙, I ask that you use my affiliate link below. It's no cost to you, but it does provide our channel with a small commission, which helps our channel record videos and pay for editing and things like that to help you guys. So again, it's at no cost to you. It just helps support my channel so I can afford to make more videos that are literally going to help you. And a lot of this information is in my courses as well. So if you are interested in building business credit, you can get the business credit course. And of course, business credit is going to require personal credit. So we also have the personal credit repair course, which will literally walk you through the blueprint for your personal credit and the blueprint for your business credit. So I highly recommend you check those out. So let's go ahead and get started. So once you're on the 𝗔𝗏𝐿's website, the first thing that you're going to see is a button right here that just says Start My Business. You can go to Incorporate Now. It'll basically do the same thing, but you want to go ahead and just click on Start Your Business. And this is going to allow you to select what type of entity you are going to be filing today, whether it's an LLC, a S Corp, a C Corp, or even a nonprofit corporation. Now, you would be surprised about the businesses out there that are registered as nonprofit corporations. If you just Google some of the top nonprofit corporations out there, you'd be very surprised at what you might find. So you might want to analyze if your business is going to be a nonprofit, because a nonprofit is basically you wanting to help for the better good of the cause that you're helping for. So, and oftentimes, the CEOs of nonprofits have, a salary, and, it's just a very interesting, dynamic. So of course, I'm not a lawyer. I don't give legal advice. And if you are wanting to get legal advice, you should seek it from an attorney or a CPA, a licensed tax professional. But this program with 𝗔𝗏𝐿 will literally walk you through it. And they have professionals that, of course, make sure that everything is filled out. If for some reason something needs to be corrected, you will be notified. So that's why I really like 𝗔𝗏𝐿, because even though it is a program, it literally walks you through it. It's a lot of hand holding. They provide a lot of additional services that you may or you may not need. It just depends on how savvy you are. But even for the person that has absolutely no experience, they've never done business in their life, they have no idea what they're doing, this is perfect, because you can literally just walk through the steps that we're going to go through and start your business in whichever state you wish. So you don't have to have a business in the state that you live in just because that's where you live in, right? Especially if you're doing like an online business model, you really want to research what states have the best tax laws for your cause and for your business model setup. Now, some of the more popular states that a lot of people like to look into for better tax benefits are states like Nevada, Delaware, Florida, New Jersey, Alaska. So those are some of the states that I can just think of off top that are very popular when it comes to different tax, benefits for business owners. Another popular state is Wyoming. So, look into that. And if you find it fit, then you can certainly register with any state that you wish. So say, for example, you're like, well, I'm going to start, an S corporation, right? Or an LLC. You would just select whichever one, LLC. You'd select what state you plan to do the formation in. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're just going to select Nevada. And of course, select whatever state's going to be, fit for you. Now, they'll give you the prices on the different plans that they offer right here. So some states are more pricier than others. If you are looking for something that's more budget friendly and it would still apply to what you got going on, then look at here. This is Wyoming. Okay, this is a super affordable state to start your business in, and you can still operate out of this state, because if you're online, technically you can be anywhere. I'm just saying. Okay, so say for example you wanted to start your business in Wyoming, then you would just select whatever plan is going to be best for you. Now keep in mind, I like to go with the cheapest and most affordable plans that are going to be best fit, right? I always select the silver package and then I upgrade later. Why? Because you get better pricing. Okay, so check this out. we're going to do the silver plan. And of course, the most popular one is the gold one because of the fact that they will get your EIN business tax number for you, which you can do for free online yourself if you wanted to. But if you wanted them to do everything, it's a little bit more. But in some cases, it's just worth it because it's done. It's all here. You won't lose that letter. It's going to be scanned and put in your portal. So that's why I really like 𝗔𝓠file, because when you do this stuff yourself, sometimes you're disorganized. You don't have everything all together. I like to have everything in one space. So if I were to go open up a bank account this afternoon, I could literally go into 𝗔𝓠file, print out the documents that I need to make a file for the bank, a presentation, a corporation presentation binder for the bank, which would include my EIN letter from the IRS, a certificate of good standing. You would have, all of these different forms that are going to be inside of your 𝗔𝓠file account. So in the gold package, you can see right here, you're going to have the articles of the articles of organization. You're going to have the EIN business tax number, which is the letter from the IRS with your EIN number on it. You're also going to get a free registered agent for a year. Now, you do get that with the silver plan as well, but you will not get the tax filing. So that's why I said select the silver plan first, and then we'll upgrade in a little bit. But we're just kind of going over, what's all going to be included. What are you paying for here? Banking resolution documents. And, a lot of these documents you could potentially do using AI if you wanted to cut down costs, because you can easily do these documents on ChatGPT. And this is ChatGPT. If you go to openai.com, you can literally just type in the list of documents that you would want for it to generate for you based on your business model and a few other details, and it would spit it out for you. So you could literally say, hey, write an operating agreement for an Amazon online store that, is located in this state. So that it's literally that easy, and it'll generate. You can write banking resolutions, any sort of document that needs to be produced for your business. You can literally have, 𝗔𝓠file do it, or you can generate it on ChatGPT and just kind of, overlook it and make sure that everything looks good. But if you're not familiar with a lot of the documents and you're not really sure how they're supposed to look, use 𝗔𝓠file, because they will make sure everything is filed correctly for you with the Secretary of State and the IRS. Okay, so that's why I like them so much. And then all of your documents are literally going to be in your portal, including, the banking resolution and all that good stuff. So, and these are all the documents that you would need in order to open up your business bank account. Now, let's go ahead and just select the silver plan for right now. And, you're just going to put in your information. Now, the mailing address is going to be the delivery address for any sort of documents related to your order. This address is for internal purposes only, meaning this is not the address of your business. So if you live in, say, Florida, right, but you're filing a business in Wyoming, then of course you're going to need to have a business address in the state of Wyoming. So I would recommend just doing 𝗖𝗍𝗲. 𝗖𝗍𝗲 has business virtual addresses that you can purchase for $99 a month, and it comes with a business telephone number and a live operator, and it's literally $99 a month. So you literally will get your business address with your suite number, a business telephone number, a live receptionist that will answer in your business name, and then transfer it to the phone number on file for you, meaning maybe your cell phone or whatever number that you would want them to transfer it to. So that way, when potential creditors are calling to verify your business, you have a business telephone number. It's answered, it's verified. If it's not during business hours, there's a voicemail set up. So it's very professional. Okay. So the only thing that you really need to do before, and of course, we'll get to what if you can't afford it in just a minute. So the only thing that you really need to, lock in before you start with 𝑓ile is what business address you're going to be using and what business telephone number. If you have a business email, great. If not, you can get it at a later date. It's not totally necessary right now. The only thing that we really want to know is like the business address. So there's two options. Now, if you're going to be going after business funding pretty soon after you start your business, you want to just go ahead and use 𝗖𝗏𝗃. If you're just going to let your business sit and marinate for a while, maybe a year or two, just to get age and, to have your business started so you can start making business moves, but maybe you're not necessarily going to be starting to build business credit, you can, and even if you do build business credit, you can still use your home address, but you can use your home address. It's very common for a lot of business owners to have a home-based business because it is $99 a month for 𝗖𝗏𝗃. Now, if you can find a cheaper option, there are business addresses with iPostal 1. The only thing that you need to do is just verify that it is not a P.O. box, a postal annex. So you need to get the address. Just do a simple Google search. Make sure that it shows up as a actual business office, like just any sort of business office location that looks professional, right? The second thing you need to do is go on to the USPS website and you need to look up the business address to make sure that it is not selected yes under is this a mail receiving company? Okay, that's very important because you do not want to have your business address as a mail receiving company because that's basically them telling you, hey, this company just receives mail for other businesses. We don't want that. We want them to think this is your business address, it's an office, or just, you're renting a suite. That's fine. There's rented and shared office spaces, which is more professional than a home address in some cases. Depends on the business model, right? But when you are first starting out, if you just don't have the budget to get an address with either iPostal, which can range, from $20 to $50 a month. And again, you got to verify the address first, make sure it's an office, make sure it's not a mail receiving agency in the postal service website. Or you can use 𝗖𝗏𝗃, which comes with the business telephone number and, it's for sure a business address. I've been using them for years. So if you have the budget and you plan to build business credit fairly quick, I would go with either 𝗖𝗏𝗃 or iPostal. You can get a business telephone number with iPostal, but you can also have, there's other options out there. There's Freedom Voice. I'll leave a few links below. And again, all this information is in the course, but you definitely want to have the address nailed down. Now, if you're going to be using your home address for now, just use your home address. You can always update it later. You would just need to update your address with the IRS. And there is a form on the IRS's website that you can go to for business address changes. And I'll leave a link below for that in case you ever do need to change your business address. The change of address form with the IRS is going to be the 8822-B form. And this is what it looks like. So this is for business owners to update their address. Now, you also want to make sure that you've updated your address with the Secretary of State, okay? And generally, the Secretary of State, you could just go to their website. They'll have a form online, or for most Secretary of State accounts nowadays, you can have an online portal where you can usually just change your address right online. It all depends. Every state is different. So just head over to their website. Worst case scenario, you can just call them and ask them, hey, how do I update my address with you folks? Okay, it's literally that easy. We just got to be a problem solver and get it done. Okay, so back to filing our business using 𝗔𝓠file. And again, guys, make sure to use the link below in the description when you are ready to file your business, because it helps support our channel and I greatly appreciate it. Okay, and again, guys, if you haven't by now, make sure that you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, Credit Coach Nicole Scott. And again, guys, I'm not claiming to be the greatest or, the most experienced or any of that. And I want you guys to understand, I give you information based on my experience, based on my clients' experience, based on people that I've actually helped. So it's not necessarily like I'm trying to, make a ton of money off of you guys. I do this because when I was starting out, I could not find this information that was literally this easy to understand. I had to pay for it from multiple sources. So a lot of the information that I've learned that I have found helpful in my business and starting my businesses and helpful with my clients, I want to share with you guys. So, I had someone put a comment on my YouTube the other day, and it was just somebody trolling my account. You don't know nothing. I've been doing credit since 2008. You're not a credit guru. Okay, I am a coach. I am a credit coach. Okay, I never claimed to be a credit guru. However, I am very experienced in credit. Okay, so I don't think anyone out there could ever be a guru per se. You just have to have the experience, okay? And in order for that to happen, you have to go through life events. You have to go through helping other people. And I've been through all of those things. I've purchased homes. I've sold homes. I've done all of the things that we could ever do with our credit. So for those of you that are out there that might be, doubting who I am, you can easily go to my Google page and just Google me, Credit Coach Nicole Scott. We've got over, 50 reviews on Google, and I don't even ask all my clients to provide reviews. Okay. That's something that I'm working on getting better, but I just want you guys to know that I'm doing this to help you guys. And, if you do want coaching, yeah, you're going to have to pay for it. Okay. If you don't find it affordable to you, watch videos. It has all the information in the videos. So, that's another thing that someone said, oh my gosh, your coaching fees are outrageous. No, they're not, because there's other people that give less information. I paid almost $500 to speak with a guru, and it was for 15 minutes. And I literally got information that I already knew, and it really was not helpful whatsoever because it was overpriced, and you just have to look at the value. Now, you can most certainly schedule a mini coaching session with me, and they are very affordable, less than $100, less than, they're $50, a mini coaching session. That is super affordable to help you, because my goal is to help you. I just don't have time to speak to everyone. I live in California. Okay. It is so expensive to live out here. So I just want you guys to know, I do appreciate you. I'm doing this to genuinely help you, but I don't appreciate the negativity from some people out there that claim they've been doing this for longer. Great. Where's your YouTube channel? Okay. I do this to help people. Okay. Enough said. But I don't need to be the biggest. I don't need to be the baddest. I don't need to be the best. I'm here for the long haul. Okay. And I'm not trying to, make millions of dollars off credit coaching. That's not my goal. Okay. So, but hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed the videos. And just so you know, I have a ton of other videos that cover great things like the Navy Federal Masterclass. If you can't get into Navy Federal, watch some of the other videos. Okay, there's tons of videos out there. You just have to search through them. There's something for everyone if you're interested in credit, personal credit, credit repair, business credit, how to start a business, how to start a rental car business. I also do Turo. So, I'm not just doing one thing. Okay. And that's why I always try to tell people, create multiple streams of income. Put your debt in your business name. Start a business. Get business credit cards. Use your personal credit to leverage and get business credit. So now you can start multiple streams of income with business credit cards, and it's not affecting your personal credit. It's not affecting your personal credit utilization, okay, or your debt to income, because it's not reporting on our personal credit. And, I know that may have went over some people's heads, but hey, at the end of the day, I'm here to help you guys, and I just want you to know, hey, I appreciate you for watching. If you can't afford coaching right now, I get it. I understand. Just watch my videos, okay? That helps support my channel as well. So we're going to go ahead and just put our mailing address in here. And again, this is really for, internal purposes. So you're just going to want to put your personal home address in at this place. And then we're going to hit next. The next page that we're brought to is the state filing time. Now, in my opinion, I would never expedite things because you're just paying extra for it. If you want to, of course you can, but in my opinion, it's not worth it. So we're just going to select 0 for the normal time. And the estimated filing time right now is about 3 weeks, which is super fast anyways. And again, we're not doing this all last minute. We're planning ahead. We're making sure that we're dotting all of our I's. We're crossing all of our T's, because whenever we do things in a rush, we often make mistakes, okay? And things always pop up. It's never as easy as it might seem. So that's why I say start your business now. Even if you're not ready, you can even start establishing yourself as a credible business by opening up a few vendor accounts, then going on to some gas cards, some store cards, and, just building up some good business credit and business history. So I'll leave a playlist below for the business credit and, of course, for all of the courses and how we can connect more. So the state filing time, we're just going to select 3 weeks. And again, it's usually done quicker than that, but it's just an estimate. We'll hit next. This is where we're going to go ahead and put our business name. So what you want to do is you want to have a couple options for the business name to verify that your business name is actually available. So one thing that you can do is actually go to the Secretary of State's website and do a business search for your business name. Another reason why I really like 𝗏𝓘 is because they actually have a business name search tool that you can use right here on their website. Another really cool resource that you can use is Name Checker. And this kind of helps with, the .coms, the social media, different things like that, because you really want your business to be uniform and to be kind of short. If for some reason your business name is really long, it leaves room for people to be able to misspell it and not remember it. So if you are going to be using a long drawn out business name, think about maybe, shortening it up to just the acronyms. Okay. So we want to keep it short. We want to keep it simple. And of course, we want to keep your business name low risk. So if you are in the credit repair or credit space, you do not want to have the word credit in your business name. You want to replace that with maybe service, consultant, something where you are providing a consultation, a service. If people are providing products, then of course they can do something, whatever they feel fit, enterprises or, something of that nature. Of course, you have to do what is best fit for you and your business. So back to the business name here. What we're going to do is just put in our business name. And at this time, I'm just going to be using my own business name. I'm actually going to be creating an LLC by just using my name. And that's what a lot of people can do, is they can actually incorporate their name, their family trust, whatever they want to do. They can LLC it, they can incorporate it, they can start a business with it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we have to select how we want the designator to show on our business name. Okay. And in this case, I'm just going to select a simple LLC, but these are all of the different options that you would need to select from when it comes to starting an LLC. And that's the great thing about 𝗏𝓘. It'll tell you, hey, you have to have, this at the end of your name. Here are the options. It literally walks you through it step by step. So it's super easy. Then you'll need to select how many members you have for your corporation. Now, generally an LLC does have multiple members, and that's what LLCs are designed for, is when multiple people come together to do business. Now, it's totally up to you, but of course, if you just have one liable member, then of course you would be the only one liable. So that might be something to think about. You don't need to have every member have, a 25% share. And that's the same thing with your corporations. You'll need to select how much percentage each person has control of. So if someone were to have 25% or more control over your business, then that person would need to be listed pretty much on all of the documents, especially when it comes to banking and some business credit. So, just be mindful of that. Do what's going to be best fit for you if you are looking to add a credit partner to your corporation, because maybe you don't have the best personal credit, but you have friends or family that want to be a credit partner. You can put them on as 10%. That way they're still on your business, but they don't control more than 25% of your business, and you can still list them on credit applications if you choose to. So that way you have, some options there. Now, business purpose, you must fill all of this in. It's just a brief description. So you want to keep it simple. You want to keep it, exact. And you have about 100 characters to do that in. So this is not where you're going to be writing, a business plan. This is very short, brief, to the point. You can leave it general for right now if you're not exactly sure what service you're going to be specializing in over the other. If you're just kind of getting into this process, you can always change it at a later date, but honestly, this is not super important. So at this point, if you are a consulting business, you can just put, general consulting for small business owners, entrepreneurs, freelancers, whomever you serve, whoever your audience is. Okay. And then they're going to tell you what industry are you going to be in. Now, this is, they kind of give you some options. Are you a hair salon? Are you into government contracts? So this can help them identify better options for you as a small business. And then, are you going to be registering an entity containing a word or words in any form of a foreign language? Okay. If yes, select yes, but at this point, we're just going to be putting no. And then I'm just going to put general business consulting services and digital products. Pretty straightforward, right? What industry? We're just going to put consulting. And this is where you're going to see the NAICS codes pop up. So what we're going to do is just select a pretty general one. I like 541611. This is business management consulting services because that's what I do, right? But this might not be applicable to everyone else. So you really need to go through these and see what is best fit for you. Logistics, if you are in logistics, manufacturing, if you do manufacturing, management consulting, marketing, there's a ton of different options out there. So in this case, we're going to be doing a consulting business. So we're just going to keep it very general. And again, if for some reason this changes in the future, you can always change it. And this is another one that I like, business startup consulting services, because that's under that umbrella as, consulting. So, but in this case, we're just going to do business management. You could see they are still the same NAICS code, which is awesome. Okay. Are you registering an entity? Okay. We already selected no on that. So now we've got all of that filled out. And if you wanted to purchase their address, I'm going to give you guys a hack. They use the same addresses that are on iPostal. So if you want to get an address, a business address, use my link below for either Opus or iPostal, and it is probably cheaper. Now you can get this business address, professional business address, and virtual mail service right here for $29 a month. Honestly, that's not too bad, but I would also just check on iPostal's website and see how much they're charging for that address, because chances are they probably have that address on iPostal's website. Okay. But check it out. If you want to do just everything with 𝗏𝐵𝑓𝑖LE, just to keep it all simple and in one spot, of course, that's probably best. But me, I like to find the best deal. Other people, they like to just keep it simple and really just have everything under one umbrella, which if that's the case, go ahead and select the 29. Right now, we're just going to use my own address, and I'm going to go ahead and just use my address. But now, of course, this address that populated is the home address that I'm using. So you want to make sure that if you did get a virtual business address, that you put the address in this location. So what we're going to do is we're just going to say, hey, look, we're going to use their address. Okay. Just for simple purposes, we're going to hit next. If you want to add some premium services to your package for only $99. And this is what I was telling you at the beginning of the video, guys. That's why you select the lowest plan and then just add on these premium services that are going to keep your life easier. And this is where they're going to file your EIN for you with the IRS. Now, of course, you can do this by yourself directly on the IRS's website, but this keeps it all organized for you. And you'll have your letter from the IRS scanned into your iPostal portal, and you'll have it all organized. So that's why I like it. They're going to do an operating agreement for you. Okay. They're going to do the banking resolution documents for you. And then you can also get some of their business templates. So that's why I always select upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and just say, get the upgrade. And what that's going to do is add $99 to your order. So now your order is only $230 to literally start your business. So who can afford that? Like, if you can't afford that, you need to cut costs somewhere else. Okay. Now you can select your member information in here. We're just going to hit next. The next screen that we're brought to is where you're going to be prompted to provide the registered agent information. And like I said at the beginning of the video, you guys are actually going to receive 1 year's free worth of a registered agent. So you do not have to pay for a registered agent, which is amazing. So I recommend you take advantage, get the registered agent for free. You can always change it next year. If you can act as your own registered agent for the state that you're in, then you certainly can, or you can just update it later. But for now, I would just allow 𝗏𝐵𝑖LE to be the registered agent for free for a year. And if you want to renew it the following year, go ahead. If not, then you can always act as your own registered agent. And this is where you're going to actually put in your information as the business owner. Now, if you were filing as a business, starting a business, then of course you would put in your EIN number. But if you're a person filing as for a business, then you would need to put in your personal information. So this is where you go ahead and put all of your personal, your name, your last name. If you have an ITN or a social security number, you're going to need to put that in there so they can verify that you are in fact a real person. The next screen that it's going to take us to is the Bank of America offer. So 𝗏𝐵𝐿E is actually partnered with Bank of America. So as soon as your business is actually established, a Bank of America representative can actually help you start your business bank account. I really like Bank of America. It's actually one of the accounts that I have for my business, and I highly recommend their business auto loan program. If you haven't watched my video on that, make sure to watch that, because I love Bank of America's auto loan program because it does not report to your personal credit, and you can get up to 4 autos with each corporation or LLC. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, and you can even earn a bonus if you qualify. So that's why I like it. You can select yes, or you can select no. And again, $230 to file your business with both the Secretary of State and the IRS. So, and you have their portal, plus you get a year's worth of a registered agent. Now, again, That's super affordable. But every state does vary based on the state. So different states are higher to do business in. So that's why if you're just starting out, select a state that's not so pricey. And the whole goal is to start multiple corporations. So once you have your 𝑖nkFile account, you can create multiple businesses under your 𝑖nkFile account in the same state, in different states, wherever the case may be. And you can get business credit for all of your different corporations or LLCs. So that's a game changer. You want to select electronic delivery because this is how you keep everything in one location. Now, of course, I always recommend to download all of this information from their portal and keep it onto some sort of private drive, Google Drive, external drive, some sort of backup, because if for some reason you get locked out, you can't get access, something happens, you want to make sure that you have all those documents that are inside of your 𝗔𝓠file portal. If you want to set up a tax strategy, which is a free consultation, you can set that up. I'm just going to select I'm not interested at this time, but it is free and that is something that they offer. So if you feel like that would be beneficial to you, do it. Now, this is another service that I really like with 𝗔𝓠file, because if you need some sort of license for your business, they can do a search and they can make sure that you are, staying in good standing with any sort of certificate or license that may be required for your business model. Now, if you know that there's no license required, then you can just hit no. But if you're just not sure and you want 𝗔𝓠file to do a search, you can just hit yes. Identify all of the licenses that would be necessary for my business. Now, if you know that there is some sort of licensing board in your state and you have their information, you're going to need to provide that to them. So put in their address, the city, state, zip code, so that way they can do their due diligence and make sure that if there is some sort of business license certificate that's needed for your business, that they will help identify that for you. This is where you're going to go ahead and just review your order, make sure everything looks right, and go ahead and check out. And if for some reason you needed to make any adjustments, you can just hit those edit buttons and make sure that you edit any information that might be needed. Now, one of the great things about 𝗔𝓠file is once you have submitted your paperwork, if you feel like you've made a mistake, and you truly have, they will let you know. So there's literally no mistakes that can be made. And I'm telling you, for $230, I mean, and again, this is with the upgrade and this is with the business address. So you will need to pay, monthly for a business address, but $29 for a business address is super affordable. Like I said, just make sure that no matter where you get your address, you Google the address to make sure that it shows up as an actual business location. Now that we're done registering your business, all that's left to do is literally just make that payment and you are done. You literally just started your business with a few clicks right from your own computer. If that ain't awesome, I don't know what is. So another reason why I really like 𝗔𝓠file, guys, is because they do have a resource center here. They have a ton of things that can literally help you as a small business owner, so you don't feel like you're in this alone. So use 𝗔𝓠file, get your business started, whether you want to start that LLC, S Corp, C Corp, nonprofit, they have you covered. So make sure to take action today. Use the link below in our description and watch the entire business credit playlist coming up next.